Hey. It is not in the morning, it is not even in the afternoon, and I've had this issue before. When I say evening, people are like, oh, yeah. I'm like, it's 5. 5 happens in the evening. I had to tell my therapist this, I've had to tell other people this, and they don't know why. And I tell them because the news comes on at 5 o'clock. The news, like in the newspaper? I'm like, no, the news on the television. The local news on 4 stations comes on at 5 o'clock. And then we have, depending on the station, a national news broadcast at 5:30, and then depending on the news, and then depending on the station, we have local again. Actually, they all have local at 6 o'clock. And then the other stations that did not have national news, so like KATU had 5 o'clock news till 5:30, ABC News at 5:30, and then KATU News, which was an ABC affiliate, from 6 until 7. And then they'd air Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, and then they'd go into their primetime television. And usually that goes until 9 or 10 o'clock. 8 and 9 o'clock are in it. Yes, as an American, my times of day are determined by television. Morning is when the morning news starts, so like 5 or 6 o'clock and goes until noon. Then you have afternoon until the evening news comes on, and then once your primetime television shows are over, you go to bed and it's night. Does this work in other countries? Canadians, you don't count. You're close enough. I guess the terminology comes true. Go to work when it's dark, and come home when it's dark. Of course, as things go, I go to work when it's dark, I come home when it's almost tomorrow. But that's if I was taking the train. Depending on the train and how crappy I felt after practice, sometimes I really would be walking in our front door after midnight. But, you know, things are getting a bit unstable recently. It didn't take me too terribly long to start having a venting conniption fit, I guess. I don't know what those are called. I just started venting to someone I rarely ever talk to on Facebook Messenger because they happen to ask how I was. It means it's getting this slippery slope right now. And every time I go to practice, I get asked the same question. And do I lie? I say, fine. I've never really been able to do that American bullshit. How are you doing? Fine. So yeah, that's that. I'm trying to swing by Viboutstraat. I know it's like unnecessary, but like if I walk all the way to Viboutstraat and then take the metro, I'll get off right next to Kiosk. Getting off next to Kiosk will get me the ability to pick up something for after practice. Also, because if I take the 37 to Amstel, it'll get me there faster, but I have to beep in, go all the way over to Kiosk, buy stuff, and then beep back out. So either way, I have to take a little bit of transit. Sophia, did you get an interception today? Yeah, I did. You did? Yeah. And then outran our... You look drained. What? You look drained. Yeah. Huh? Well, yeah, because they were rotating, what, outside linebacker? Outside linebacker, corner, well, yeah, it was just safety. So, yeah, I was just at middle. Cheery wanted me to actually do some weird, like, long snapping, but then he had to teach one guy actually how to actually kick. Mikael, you gonna stick around and talk, or I saw you were gonna stick around and talk. That was only Marcus?
No, because Marcus isn't here. So
okay, yeah.
Ja, ik moet wel eerst op de peper dan, ja. Ik weet nog Malina komt, dan kan je het wel vragen.
Ja,
Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year. Ja, van het 2019 seizoen.
Poedelprijs. Ja, is die ook de laatste.
Poedelprijs. Aanmoedigingsprijs.
You get an award, you get an award.
Jimmy got a shot at Good Looking Award.
Best Insta model?
Sophie aan de stelling.
Hey joh! Hoeveel tickets eet ze
That bag is going to be full of death. When I get home, my washer is going to jump out the window and run away from me. So apparently Sophion has friends in Nebraska who want him to come visit for Christmas. And you're just like...
And they're not even paying for my ticket, so I'm not going.
Yeah, of like...
Because I'm not a millionaire.
Millionaire.
Yeah, exactly.
Too bad what is it? Is it Milliarden? Is that billion? That's
No.
German.
So, like, yeah, it is. So, million is million, and then milliard is billion.
Milliard? With
Yeah.
a T at the end?
No,
Okay.
with a D at the end.
Oh, okay.
But you pronounce milliard.
Gotcha. All right. I'll get it. I'll just say billion. Everybody understands that. Yeah, there he is. Okay. So it's a bit dark. Good. Come here. So what did...
I'm gonna get my jacket.
Oh,
Yes.
it's not that cold. Says the one wearing the jacket with a bunch of body fat. So how did you like DB?
I mean, it's different than linebacker, but
Yeah.
it's not bad. It's fun.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's...
got a pick, so that's good.
Yeah. Did you notice a difference when I told you to like watch your receiver? Don't.
Yeah.
There's no need to.
This part, it helped a lot.
Yeah, because I'm like, when you don't need to watch the backfield.
No,
Just like that one drill. You're watching the hand, and when their hands go up, raise your hands.
no,
Swat
but
it
I
out.
noticed in the one drill, and like the one-on-ones or whatever. I was watching the ball in the backfield a little bit too much in the beginning.
Yeah.
Then you told me about the hips, and I started watching the hips. And the first play, I batted away the ball. So
Yeah, I know. I was like, just watch the hips.
Yeah.
And then you looked in the backfield. I'm like, no. Don't ever. Why? Why are you looking in the backfield?
yeah.
Yeah. Zondag. Huh?
Tot zondag.
Tot zondag.
Yeah, how's the G coming around? Yeah,
I kept saying Groningen.
yeah.
Groningen.
Yeah.
Over and over.
It's
And minced. Gehakt.
Groningen.
Yeah.
Can you say Scheveningen?
Scheveningen.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I find words and I say them over and over because I know that like that sound is in a very weird place for my brain. So
Yeah. I think it's one of the ugliest languages in the world.
the Dutch.
Just because of the G.
Oh, I actually like it. It's so fundamentally different from English, and like I watch these YouTube videos of like people trying to figure out like Americans trying to speak Dutch, and they go Groene. I'm like Groene.
Groningen.
No, for green. Groene.
Groen.
Groene. Yeah. Sometimes my R's too much. I'll say this about my general mood. It's getting really annoying being up and down, up and down, up and down. That right now, I'm going to be kind of because I've got endorphins and I've had social contact, and then, I'm going to get up the stairs. I'm going to be like, somebody's down. Leave that joke in the car. Remy and Mikhail didn't get it. They're not really Marvel nerds. Oh, for those of you that are wondering what that pink crap was on the sidewalk a couple days ago, laundry soap. I say pink, it may have been light blue, but yeah, it's like 10:30. My ankle hurts. I mean, if I had $1 million, I would have far less euros. If I had €1 million, I would probably upgrade the club by a lot. And not necessarily the clubhouse, but I'd like, get a nice field put down, all new uniforms, maybe from DB13, German company. They can make some really sweet uniforms, nice and sucked up. Show off all your little fat rolls. Gonna have to sit in that bathtub with one of the jets splashing on my ankle and loosen everything up. Right there, it's that same spot over and over and over. Probably because my cleats were getting gummed up with muddy sand and I didn't have as much grip and I slipped and it twisted and all that jazz. Whatever. Not much more I'm doing tonight. Just going in, gonna drink my chocomel, pass out.